Resveratrol, a polyphenol in grapes, talks to your longevity genes through sirtuins. This activates cellular defenses, DNA repair, and mitochondrial energy production. This pathway may promote healthier aging. Every cell in your body constantly chooses: grow, spend energy, or pause and repair. Aging is partly the story of how well your cells maintain this balance over time. Inside grapes are polyphenols, plant defense molecules that may also influence human stress response pathways. Grape polyphenols. The most famous of these is resveratrol, a compound studied for its effects on metabolism, inflammation, and sirtuin signaling. But resveratrol is not magic. It is better understood as a molecular signal that may nudge cells toward preservation. This is the story of resveratrol, sirtuins, and the search for healthier cellular aging. When nutrients are abundant, cells often prioritize growth, storage, and reproduction. Nutrient abundance drives growth. But this comes at a long-term cost. During energy scarcity, cells activate survival programs, repairing damage and conserving resources. Scarcity shifts cells from growth to repair mode. This adaptation helps cells survive today and thrive tomorrow. This is the survival circuit, a biochemical shift from expansion to maintenance. The survival circuit. Resveratrol molecules approach the switch, not forcing it, but gently pushing the system toward repair. Resveratrol appears to mimic some signals of calorie restriction, without being identical to fasting itself. In experimental models, these pathways are linked with mitochondrial function, stress resistance, and cellular cleanup. Mitochondria repair and cleanup. Human evidence still evolving. But in humans, the story is more complex. Effects vary by dose, health status, formulation, and metabolism. Evidence is promising, not final. Inside the nucleus, DNA is wrapped around histones, proteins that help control which genes are active. SART1 is a sirtuin enzyme. It uses NAD+ to remove acetyl tags from proteins. NAD+ binds SART1, providing energy for the reaction. SART1 then removes the acetyl tag from the histone. This process, called deacetylation, can influence gene expression, stress resistance, and DNA repair. Deacetylation helps create a more stable genome environment, supporting long-term cellular health. CRT1 supports the DNA damage response. It helps cells detect damage and signal for repair. Repair proteins then assemble to fix breaks and restore DNA integrity. This promotes cellular longevity. Resveratrol is often called a SIRT1 activator, but its biology is wider than one enzyme. It also activates AMK, inhibits PARP1, and benefits mitochondria. Resveratrol is a multi-target molecule. That is why the best scientific story is not one molecule reverses aging, but one molecule may influence a network. Network biology. The biggest problem with standard resveratrol is delivery. A resveratrol capsule dissolves in the gut. Many molecules appear, but most are blocked or transformed. Delivery is the bottleneck. Even when absorbed, much of it is rapidly metabolized in the intestine and liver. Rapid metabolism is a major barrier to resveratrol's effectiveness. Better delivery systems are needed. Only a few free resveratrol molecules reach the bloodstream. A counter drops dramatically. This is why native oral resveratrol often shows very low free bioavailability. Low free bioavailability. The bloodstream shows metabolites floating alongside a small amount of unchanged resveratrol. Some metabolites may still have biological relevance, but the original molecule is difficult to sustain in circulation. So the modern question is not only what resveratrol does, but how to deliver it effectively. Without better delivery, powerful molecular ideas can fail before they reach the cell. Delivery determines impact. The goal is to improve stability, dispersion, and absorption through biological membranes. Liposome travels through digestive fluid, protecting resveratrol from harsh conditions. Liposomes approach intestinal cells. The membrane-like structure helps it interact with the cell surface. Because liposomes resemble cell membranes, they can sometimes improve delivery of difficult molecules. But not every liposomal product is equal. Formulation quality decides whether the claim becomes real.
For scientific accuracy, we must ask, what is the particle size, stability, absorption data, and human evidence? Verify the delivery claim.
Liposomal resveratrol reaches mitochondria-rich tissues in a better delivery may improve biological exposure, but exposure is not the same as guaranteed clinical benefit. Sirtuins require an AD. Without an AD+, the repair machinery cannot run efficiently. A is the fuel sirtuins need to function. When AD+ binds, the SRT1 enzyme activates, driving repair and longevity. The RT1 enzyme appears stalled. NADs molecules are missing like fuel cells. Sirtuins require NAD. Without NE+, the repair machinery cannot run efficiently. NAD+ equals sirtuin fuel. CRT1 enzyme appears stalled. Sirtuins require NAD thew. Its help machinery cannot run efficiently. Resveratrol is the signal. NAD+ is the fuel. NAD+ is the fuel. Signuseful sirtuins, NAD, resveratrol work together to boost mitochondrial energy. They activate metaphagy, damaged mitochondria. Stronger cells, better life. 35 Feist. Caution, still under study in humans, but we must be careful. Raising automatically prove lifespan extension. The future of longevity science may depend not on one miracle molecule, but on understanding the network of repair. But biological age is influenced by many forces, not supplements alone. Lifestyle plus biology. Early research screen shows resveratrol-enriched wine study, marked early evidence. Just started into Resveratrol preliminary. The real lesson: protect metabolism, support repair, and respect the complexity of aging.
The resveratrol-enriched wine trial reported reduced epigenetic age and improved body composition after 3.5 months, but also had important limitations, so the video should forget.
A resveratrol trial showed reduced epigenetic age and improved body composition, but limitations mean it's early evidence, not proof.
Step into a world where medical science comes alive like never before. At SKM Medical Media, we transform complex concepts into simple, visual, and engaging stories for everyone. From molecules to medicine, from theory to real-life impact, learning has never been this powerful. Subscribe and stay connected, because every episode brings science closer to you.